very interesting stories that are coming on to us. We have Betty Kyallo, who is opening up about her relationship with, of course, Dennis. And that is a whole Pandora's box we're about to unveil. Shakila is talking about her exes, and some of them maybe not so popular. We didn't know they dated. And officially, Rue Baby is talking back at you who are trying to body shame her. So let's get right into it. Okay. Betty Kyallo, we all know, had started a relationship when she was a TV anchor, and we all loved her as a TV radio presenter. I mean, as a TV host or what do they call it? News anchor. Wow, news presenter. Same thing. So we all loved her. That's how we all knew about her. She was in one of the most popular TV stations in our country. But now she's talking more about her experience there. She's speaking about the fact that she had a really, really difficult time getting and reading cues from the cue card. Yeah. By cue card, sometimes, in case you don't know, as TV anchors, as radio presenters, and even in some TV stations, when you're reading the news, there's often a teleprompter right in front of you, and that teleprompter is literally going words, 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 and your job is to read, 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 read. We don't do that here. Here we are very natural. We try
Talented.
and give you. I'm telling you, we're on a level. We don't need to have rehearsal or scripts written for us. No. However, a lot of a lot of radio presenters, a lot of TV hosts, and especially news anchors do have those cues. So she says that it was very difficult for her to actually read those cues. She was struggling. And in fact, when she did get a chance to actually present when a presenter was not available, she really botched it. So she turned to her friend then, whose name was Dennis Okari, who later on we now know as the ex and the baby daddy. And he's the one apparently who helped her out when it came to trying to get her coached in order for her to be able to be good enough to do news, yeah? And eventually she got her job. So this is what she had to say. She said, I could not read the auto cue, so Dennis Okari, my ex, was the only person who helped me to read the auto cue. I think this is how I fell in love, or how we fell in love. I used to go to the studio and practice so many times, and everyone was like, Betty, you have it. They used to play in the studio. These are other people now talking about their relationship. This is Edith Kamani actually as well, who's saying that apparently Dennis Okari and Betty Kyallo used to play around a lot in the studio, touch each other, but when they came to the news desk, they were very serious. So Betty Kyallo, of course, is still giving a lot of credit to Dennis Okari, saying he coached me well. He was the one who actually taught me how to do this. I have a lot of gratitude towards Dennis for helping me when I was starting out my anchoring career, but I also gave him a daughter. I was told to present news one time when someone wasn't present, and then the cue failed me. It didn't work. And then eventually she did get the breakfast show, which we all know she did very well at and excelled eventually, and now officially transitioned out of doing the news. Okay, so that is such a beautiful story. I feel like the two of them were such a beautiful couple in general. Their wedding was just another, sight, because they were one of the first people who had such an extravagant wedding with like car labels giving them their cars just to drive and go for their wedding and do their thing. It was such a beautiful couple all together, and how it ended was also very sad. We've never really gotten clarification about what exactly happened. All we know is they had really bad blood at some point, and they decided to go their separate ways, and then she moved on to other bigger and better men. So
bigger and better men. What you talking about?
she moved on to money. It was in Ambek Twingine. This girl classed up. She moved on from, living with Dennis Okari, who was not at that moment very affluent. Let's be all the way honest. He wasn't the most financially.
Whom are you to say that? Whom are you to say that?
According to Betty.
Okay.
According to Betty, Aqua Mefika level. But again, these are all alleged stories. We really genuinely don't know what happened. I am literally just speculating like the rest of us. So they moved on, but it still is such a beautiful thing that now, even when they had completely broken up and they had really just completely gone their separate ways, she's still giving him credit for helping her out back then. A lot of people are very spiteful. Even if he helped you to, become the person that you are right now, or she helped you and you broke up, it is the end. They are the worst of the worst. May they die and burn in hell. So I feel like for this one, kudos, Betty Kyallo, for giving credit where credit was due.
I feel like it's important, Kujituma, what you will take away from that story, it's very important to Jituma, just basically, because she's saying she just went and practiced. When you get an opportunity, you go and try out this thing. When you get a chance to do this, you go, and people around you see the effort. People see the concept, coming into fruition, and then they want to invest in you. And that is how she got her job. So if you're going to take away anything from this story, whatever you do, send yourself, okay? Do the most. Even if people are laughing at you, talking about you and saying, do the most.